Perfect. Okay. Welcome everyone to the Forever Sevens virtual open mic. Although we are in March, I wanted to keep Black History Month alive and, build off of that momentum. So for the month of March, we have featured amazing African American artists, and yes, Word is going to be one of the features. It was also International Women's Month, so we featured amazing women, and Word is closing out International Women's Month to give honor to women and just yes. So James Derrick Brown went to school in Pacifica and graduated from high school in San Carlos. It was at San Carlos that he began to be a poet around 1985. He later attended college where he majored in English. He is currently an ethics studies doctorate student, in which he is finishing both degrees in English and in ethics studies. He started writing rhymes at the College of Mateo and played football there as well. He took piano and music theory at City College of San Francisco, receiving A's in both classes. He is currently working on a book titled Black Poetry, which he hopes to finish soon. He is also looking to self-publish an album called My Country 'Tis of Thee. It's a revolutionary album filled with enlightenment of a better day. So if you all can, please take your mics off of mute and give it up for our feature for the night, Word.
Yay.
In the building, y'all. How you
I appreciate the reading of the bio, Rayhan. So what I want to start with is a piece that's going to be the name of the album. It's called My Country 'Tis of Thee. And it just talks about some of the atrocities of slavery and the government today, even, who try to think of us as property and try not to treat us like we should be treated, like human beings that are worth more than they treat, just anybody. So it's called My Country 'Tis of Thee. I'm gonna be playing the piano on it. And
Yes.
it goes like this. Those on Capitol Hill, the ones that write those bills and know that they'll kill in Congress. I've seen an atmosphere of disrespect in the Black perspective, being alienated and neglect. Think of our home to a king on a throne and reap the cornucopia that Mother Africa owns, mother of Black, how inevitably you attract. Some whites are jealous of the fact that Blacks go millions of years back, and some are murdering races who lack. And Africans were brought here against their will, brought here and killed by the millions called uncivilized to brainwash and fill the white man's pocket. 400 years had to work for free, 400 more of the mental slavery, while a woman being raped, disrespected, and men martyred, hung by Southerners who didn't want free labor departed. Still is tragedy because they don't want us looking like we do, and we definitely don't want to change. I don't know why the so-called founding fathers tried to enslave Bantu, but I do know truth, so I will impart to the youth so their life is not a wasting, so that they can have someone to look up to. Leadership with morals and values like saying no to transgender and homosexuals and follow the patient rule. Marriage, use school as a tool to get somewhere in life, to get something out of life. That's what's right, to stand firm, one fist in the air, strong and undivided with where you stand in life. Always know where, don't wallow, or people won't follow. The chosen life is one that's not hollow, not like the one the presidents live. I don't care how many people don't want war, they send the troops in. They're stupid. We should use diplomacy to stop the terrorism. When people die, there's no wisdom in it. And Blacks are right up on the front line. It's like all the time, racism we have to deal with. I don't square with these words of power, but as you hear it, when they try to place Blacks within a dark hour, my country, 'tis of the sweet land of liberty, of the I see, land where my brothers cry, land where my brothers die, let revolution reign. And that's just the first verse to the track. I wasn't able to get a lot done on it, but I hope you enjoyed it. Hope it was enjoyable.
Yes, it was totally enjoyable. Totally enjoyable. Yes. I appreciate the message.
So next, I wanna do a poem for International Women's Day. It's getting to the end of the month. I know there's some memories, but I hope I can make a memory in women's mind that I really care about their month, and I want to be, be open to, just really happy for them that they have a whole month like Black History Month. But it's for sisters, which is great. So my first poem is called Sisters. It's raised from birth and much due and respect to my sisters. Sisters, thank you for the untouchable love, my true soulmate, and I'll never sell out my true love is in your Blackness, forever remaining someone to cherish, to console, and to be there for. Sisters, it's your time, and I'm thankful for Women's History Month. So much to say, you sacrifice so much diligently. I am at your side as you are like my closest friend, my confidant, my silent warrior who brings me much confidence. Our relationship so close, so meaningful as we support each other's. Sisters, your everlasting hope for me to be a better man moves me onward. Your timeless sayings and soulful gestures make the man in me strong and intelligent. Besides you, I'm fearless, and your red, black, and green corridors of real ecstasy magnetize me with the light of our true destiny. Straightforward, I kill for your strength. Emotion through you I gain to go the length. Convinced about you, conceited is true. Any disrespect, protect, I do. Your mighty character building me up every day, shining light sometimes when I don't see the way. There's my strong sister. There ain't much you haven't seen, so redemptive, truly fit for a king. I'll never sell out again and be about another nationality, no doubt. We fit together through what or whatever the Lord brings us, chiming in as your perfect mate. God is on time, never late. As you have a month for your appreciation, I hope it's been good in relation. I couldn't imagine going through what you've been. I hope it's not long till Woman History Month and appreciation is again. So that's dedicated to women and their appreciation and their, so now I'm going into a poem that was inspired by some of the death that was on our TV by George Floyd and the other people who have passed away in our sight, yelling in pain, because I've been in pain by cops and sheriffs. They beat me up many times. So, and I've been shot. So it's just, so inspiration. It's personal kind of, you know what I mean? I could have been George Floyd and had died, from the situations I've been in. I've been knocked out by cops swinging sticks and stuff. So inspiration, looking within, not too out of reach is inspiration. Looking with outstretched hands for the why brings inspiration. Inspiration to fight back, whether on paper or disc or open mic or blog, but to outlast those who go on no inspiration. Inspiration to tell on those who have the racist institutions backing them that's so racist, they'll shoot a man in the back and won't 7 times and won't fear arrest. They digress. They digress everything that is right. They are to be thought of as spiritually and physically less. Immoral cowards laughing as they think they can think off the devilism, never choosing to be inspired, to be truly great, and so calamity, brain locked up in the lower spheres of consciousness and acting like an ape. I did that. What a heinous act that you can be held accountable for. This is inspiration to live right, to be right on the job. You don't see Black cops shooting people for nothing. They are truly inspired to do good. Stop making excuses. Inspiration.
Wow, appreciate it. Thank you so much for your openness.
Okay, so the next poem I'm going to do is called Black Lives On. We've been here for so many centuries, almost million. I believe it's been millions of years. So this is where I'm coming from. Black lives on. It might be a trillion more years, but Black lives on. Living on like the episode of your favorite show or your fried chicken. Black lives on. Like hemp joints fired up in the back of the club. Black lives on. Like the frustration of Huey P. Newton on crack. but Black lives on, forgiving, not condemning, making space for new leaders. The last poets weren't necessarily last. Black can and will live on, not backing down to the new FBI, cops, sheriffs, and ne'er-do-wells who dwell on our life. We will get even, and watch, it will turn in on them by our effort, by simply us giving a Black damn. So the next poem, thank you. The next poem is called Black Lives. Black lives mean the future. Black lives should be for the uplift. Black lives tell a story. Black lives will see glory. To all the shootings the FBI be polluting society with, Black lives will survive. Black lives offer a solution forward first. So listen into Black lives. They can teach to go forward in a higher consciousness. So Black lives mean bliss. Don't dismiss the upliftment commencement of a holy mother. Mary was Black. May her Black life live on and on, as was Joseph. Complicated the spiritual, but remember, Black lives mean the future. Black lives have a history, although sometimes left out, but fight so that you know your history. Then there will be no doubt in your Black lives. Black lives. So the next poem I'm going to do is called We Propose. We propose a trip back to Africa. This place has never been for us, although we built this place. We propose a trip back. Can you imagine going back to the most distant place, Ethiopia, the beginning of civilization? We propose that you don't try to stop me from coming back here either, because like I said, we built this place. We propose that you stop coming to the Black neighborhood. J. Edgar Hoover's dead. You won't survive, so don't come. All you do is shoot at us, and to kill win, so you can't be trusted. We propose you look at your conscience, FBI agent and cop, and know you're a soulless devil for wanting to get away with our death. I speak to African souls sometimes lost in your injustice, to add to a justified reasoning. It offers protection, offers a different light to exchange injustice to justice. We propose that you understand this as right only. We propose that you take your immorality about Black women that in videos you still have naked and go back to the cave savagery with your own if you have to, because we ain't having it. We propose that you know the Bible was written by Blacks, oppressed nation after nation, but always with uprise. Go back to our Christian way of life, uplifting one another in our greatness. Then writing it on paper to give a very substantial contribution, not what you propose. We propose that you don't hide this in unfair curriculum of George Washington, the warrior, and Thomas Jefferson, the inventor. These men were rapist savages. We don't look up to them or their inventions, but need the Black warriors, the Black inventors. We propose that you know this. We propose that you know children in your gunology shall have no place. It takes a soulless, heartless man to shoot a child like you have many times. There's a death warrant on your head. We propose that you know that. My God knows about these things you do and he never forgets. We propose. So next I have a poem called This Place. It's talking about, the older word for America, kind of, but, we had a lot to do with building America. So this place starts this place. This place is not a wasteland. It is filled with prophets that speak the truth, live the truth, humble and meek, following after God. This place was visited by the Mandingo warriors and other great African tribes, as it is said, before the Indian was discovered. These truths speak of Blacks not run down in the street, face down on the ground so you can put a foot in my back or knee in the changing of positions. It is of grave injustice to the innocent Black trying to survive and not be racistly treated. The Black sting, it stings of death like a killer bee not from Africa. The hope of a nation, the faith of the pride before the hunt. We congregate and ask for no death in our communities. We ask that you enlighten yourself with wisdom, white man, so that you don't fall back into darkness. This place is not a place to bring Blacks hell, because you own it over the Indians. You tried to kill them off too. Took their land. This was savagery. We had to deal with savagery since you came to the mother continent, killing millions to feed your enslaved system. That's why this place is our place, not just yours. Everyone who helped build this place has ownership to this place. This next poem is called If I Rode Along. You know, back in the day, I used to want to think about being a cop. I don't know why, for the life of me, I thought of being a cop. But, you know, they seem to be outstanding men in society, some of them. But I've learned that too much of the time, it's like a clique of negativity and people holding people to hide things when they shoot people illegally, you know, because blacks are up against genocide in terms of the white race trying to kill off the black man. So it's called If I Rode Along. You know, it's like after the aftermath of trying to take a ride and them treat me like I was a nigga, you know, or like, you know, they really negatively treated me. But it goes, if I rode along with you, what would I see but dead bodies of blacks in your path that you tried to rid of any expression of the scene? If I rode along with you, how, when you see me really as an enemy to a perfect white neighborhood? I could never be a cop, knowing a white cop never offers solutions, just keep piling up the reasons to shoot with no reason. If I rode along with you and seen your needles for speed and cocaine, a double balling cop on the stop, your failures, your mistakes, your murder, if I rode along, donuts, coffee, and you buying, yeah, right, all this, I suppose, if I rode along, to cops, sheriffs, FBI agents, CIA agents who offer ride along. No way. So how am I on time, bro? Man.
You're doing good. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Okay.
Maybe two more pieces or so. What do you think?
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I'll do point blank. Point blank. I ain't gonna take it anymore. Point blank. You aim, I'm shooting first. Point blank. I'm going back to Africa. Point blank. Our children won't be victimized. Point blank, point blank, point blank. Point blank. You made me a revolutionary. Point blank. You never offer any solution. Point blank. You won't disrespect my woman. Point blank. We want a safe neighborhood. FBI, police, sheriffs, and CIA. Point blank. You don't do your job. Point blank. The black woman is the creme de la creme. Point blank.
Point blank. That's right. I like it.
You left
So,
no room for confusion in that piece.
yeah. So the last poem I'm going to do is called Solutions. There are many solutions. A solution is not telling the FBI on your brother. It would be signing his death warrant. A solution would be to set an example in video production, offering scenes that uplift and say something positive. Not everyone's naked and by a pool. Stop the sexism. That would be a good solution. A solution, since you brought us here in the bottom of the ship to pay for our trip home. Solutions don't make problems where there are none. Solutions, if you did it, own up to it. A solution, pop music is dead. Speak of the uprising to all the deaf. A solution, don't put a gun to my head to make me smoke crack, you fucking idiot. A solution is God talking to me, so speak back. Solutions.
That's right, Word. That was hot, Word. That was good. I heard it. Another burrito.
Shout out to our amazing feature word for the night. Thank you for just helping me see the vision through. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you got quite a vision, man. I mean, to put people on for focus on Black History Month and Black Women's Month. I mean, that's really something special. I really appreciate you a lot, and I'll probably never miss your show. I'm hooked. I'm hooked on it. You know.
Well, we are just so happy to have you. And I'm so glad that we could collaborate. And yes, thank you for being just the amazing person and vessel that you are and just coming through tonight. Thank you.
I really enjoyed it.
Awesome.